BookTube-A-Thon. BookTube-A-Thon. I'm excited. Hello everyone. Today is BookTube-A-Thon day 2, and no, it is not the end of the day, but I honestly will not have time to do this later. So I'm just gonna kind of update you right now, like what's going down, you know, yelling timber. Just kidding. So like I told you yesterday, I finished, hold on. So like I told you yesterday, I finished 2 books, and those 2 books that I had finished the morning that it started was, again, R.L. Stine's The Haunting Hour and The Vow, and I realized that I didn't really review them with you. R.L. Stine's The Haunting Hour is actually pretty good. It made me feel like I was in elementary again, which was a long time ago, but it was really awesome, you know. It was cool. The Vow, I gave it 3 stars out of 5. Unfortunately, as good as like the story was, that's all I felt it was, a recalling of events. It wasn't, there was no, you know, like pizzazz or anything. It was just, I don't know, the writing could have been better. It's not even that it could have been better. You're telling a story, but I feel like that's all it was. So it's just like, oh yeah, this happened and that happened. That's kind of how I felt when I read it. I don't know if anyone else felt that way. And I don't know if I said, but this is by Kim and Cricket Carpenter. It's about their, like, amazing love story. So, but it's okay. In my case, the movie's better. And then I actually finished Bite Me last night by Christopher Moore. And I just want to throw this out there. Do not let this childlike book cover fool you. There's a lot of curse words in there. There's a lot of talk of like dry humping and boners and whatnot. So I honestly was not expecting that. Not that I thought it was going to be a kid's book either. But I was like, that was a bit out there. But overall, it was still a decent book. I gave this 3 out of 5 stars as well. Just because, and that's only the writing. The writing jumped around all over the place, and it kind of drove me crazy. Sorry. And, like, it would fast forward through time, like, 5 weeks later, and I was like, seriously? What happened in those 5 weeks? So, that was the only thing that really bothered me. But it was an okay book. Would I recommend it to anyone? I would recommend R.L. Stine's The Haunting Hour to someone who just likes random books. I also started reading, oh here it is, the book for my genre you haven't read, and that was, I don't have the cover on it right now, and that was True Irish Ghost Stories by a bunch of people that just have a bunch of initials. And I'm only a chapter, and I've only read that tiny little bit. I don't really like it so far. I might not continue reading this, although if I do, it's just going to be like a chapter here, a chapter there, whatever. My problem with this is the way it's written. It's one of those, I don't know, there's a way I want to say it and I can't think of it. It's like, oh, you know, this person told me this, this, and this. I don't like the way that how it's working out. It should have just been, you know, I thought it was going to be like R.L. Stine's The Haunting Hour, kind of, where it's like ghost stories. No, but this is a person telling another person's story. So that really bugs me. So I may or may not finish this. And if I don't finish it, this one's honestly going to go to the donating pile. I did, however, get, I think a good, you know, I'm almost halfway through The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo from the Millennium Trilogy. I'm on page 230. Alright, I read 237 pages of this last night and earlier today, although I don't really read a lot during the day. Most of my reading gets done really late at night, which is why I am updating you now on what I did last night. That's kind of how my updates are going to work for the BookTube-A-Thon, and I'm hoping that I can finish this tonight or tomorrow during the day, so I can get started with the second and then the third books. And I'm already thinking that if I finish, I have a few books in mind that I've recently purchased that I kind of want to get my hands on, or I might just continue on with my TBR that I had already set out for July. So I haven't decided what I'm going to do yet if I do actually finish these books. But do not worry, if I do not continue this, I will pick out probably a contemporary, since I don't really read a lot of contemporary books. I have like maybe just a few, you know, of all the books I've read, that's the least. But I do have a government book that looks really gangster. Like, it looks really awesome. It's fiction, but it's like about government and stuff. So I might read that if I don't. But that was pretty awesome. So for today's video challenge that goes along with the whole like book challenge is to get 3 books and show the 3 things that are on their covers. And I already have my 3 books. The first book I have here is Augustin Burroughs. I think it's Augustin. Augustin Burroughs' Wolf at the Table. It may not be bent, but it is a fork. Next I have The Hunger Games by Suzanne Collins, and to go with that, I have my necklace. And last but not least, my last book and the last item is Breaking Dawn by Stephanie Meyer. And my tiny little chess piece. You can see my light. So I hope all of you guys are doing extremely well with your BookTube-A-Thon reads, and keep on reading. I will update you tomorrow what I read tonight and during the day tomorrow. Bye.